Hey guys, I'm Lex,
And I'm Trex.
and this is Exploration Unknown.
The greatest prison that people live in is the fear of what other people think. What happened to me as a result of all the ridicule I went through is that I stepped out of the fear of what other people thought.
From hot shit internet to Taco Bell shit internet. I don't understand what the fuck happened there. Um, what's up, guys? You guys know why we are here. We're here to give you guys yet another episode of Exploration Unknown, and I don't need to explain who we are. You guys already know. Um, Today we're going to be talking about WWE, not just any topic of WWE. We're talking about the shady shit that goes on behind the curtain of WWE when those cameras shut off and behind that curtain, the real life drama, the real life fuckery. That's what that's what people want. They want the real shit. So we're gonna give you the real shit that goes on. And as a wrestling fan, you guys should know about the Montreal Screwjob, one of the biggest fuckovers in all of wrestling history. And it so happened to happen to Bret the Hitman Hart in 1997 at Survivor Series. And it involved directly with Vincent Kennedy McMahon, the ex president of WWE.
He's
Uh,
sketchy. He's just a sketchy dude.
I mean, he had people like grown men kissing his ass on like live television. Like, that's, first of all, that's real sketch. But soft porn on WWE, like what the fuck?
If you guys haven't listened to our Chris Benoit episode, go back and listen because we talk a little bit about how sketchy this man is.
But fans couldn't believe what they had witnessed because this wasn't a storyline. It was 100% real. Now, what had happened was Brett was supposed to win said match, but I'm assuming they had a beef between Brett and Vince. And Vince basically walked down to the ring and reversed the decision of the match on live television. It didn't like cut off from television. Like it was seen everywhere. They got the clip. You can find the clip anywhere. This was 23 years ago.
That's insane.
23 years ago. All right. I was watching this live as a kid. Like, I'm just thinking it was storyline. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, that's just fucking Vince for you. He's
This
just
was
fucking people over.
this was in '97,
Yeah, 1997.
5 years ago.
Huh?
Almost. That was almost 26 years ago. I was born in '97, and I'm about to be 26.
I just read what it said on here. Article must be hella fucking old. Yep, that's what I'm not an extensive journalist. Okay, guys. Like,
We don't get paid for this.
all right. I read what other journalists put out. Sometimes it's 10 years or 6 years
Sponsors.
expired.
We just need sponsors.
Yeah,
Accepting.
give us sponsors. Whatever. Neosporin, fucking Pepto Bismol.
We'll rep the shit out of some Neosporin because I use that shit every time I get cut.
For real though. For real though. You don't want that extra scarage? Neosporin.
Exactly.
You fall, your blood keep pouring, wipe it. Put on some Neosporin.
We just made y'all a jingle. Hit us with an offer. Hit us with an offer.
Oh, shit.
Shit.
So, yeah, leading to the infamous event, Bret Hart signed a lucrative contract with WWE's right. That's what it was. WWE was in competition with WCW, which was another up and coming wrestling company, and WWE could no longer afford to keep Bret. So basically, instead of sending him off good, and there, the history lies to, it basically speaks for itself, and I completely fucking forgot. No wonder why I look so plain today. There we go. Boom. There's the spark. See, we just got another endorsement right there from Walmart. They call the little thing the spark, the wiggly.
I doubt one endorse us. They hate people.
You right. You right. At the time, Brett was WWE champion, but he was unwilling to lose the championship to Shawn Michaels. Vince McMahon, on the other hand, wanted Brett to drop the title to Heartbreak Kid. A plan was devised between all parties for the match to end via disqualification, with Brett to either lose or forfeit the title later. So because they couldn't afford him anymore, and another rival company was getting him, "Eh, we don't need you to win and take our title over to WCW. So we're just gonna fuck you over. That's what we're gonna do. Even though you deserve the title, we're just gonna fuck you over and call it a fucking day." But clearly it's been like 20, 26, 27 years, you said. So, roughly people still ain't over it. Brett still got a salty taste in his mouth. You know what they try to do? Endorse him, induct him into the Hall of Fame. They try to make up for it, but I'm pretty sure Brett would still spit in fucking Vince's face if he saw him, because he spat on him. Brett spat on him because Vince was out ringside. He leaned over the ropes and big ass fucking loogie right on him. I was like,
So I can't do spit, dude. Like, salute to you for
that
like
wasn't that
somebody.
wasn't like acting shit. He legitimately hated him in that moment enough to do the most disgusting thing that you could ever do to another human, and
Look,
that's his fucking face. All right.
mm,
He was that infuriated. All right, these guys take this shit serious. All right, you fucked him over, and what does he have to lose at this point? He's already technically signed to another promotion, and he already knows after that night he not fucking with y'all no more. He going someplace else. Y'all can't afford him. He don't give a fuck about y'all. He give a fuck about the money. Where's the money? Like, I, same shit. I probably wouldn't have spat on him. I probably wouldn't have went my ass out there. I would have caught a case. Dead ass. Dead ass. I would have sold some tickets though.
ugh. It makes my skin crawl. If I see somebody spit, I will start gagging.
We don't know what made it all worse. This was in Brett's hometown of Montreal, Quebec, Canada. Hence the name, the Montreal Screwjob.
Okay. Full circle
Oh,
moment.
it'll make sense later. I told you it'll make sense later when I hit you with it. I see the little scary cup. By the way,
Spook.
shout out to Mankind and his awesome ass new T-shirt. At the end of this episode, I did get a pro wrestling crate. I want to unveil it for you guys for this episode. It won't be on every fucking episode, but just this one. Consider it a fucking gift for always being late with our episodes.
That is true. We're sorry. We're not very prepared.
So what happened was Shawn Michaels had put Brett in a sharpshooter. All right. It's basically like he put his leg in the middle of both of his, twisted both legs around his leg and turned him around on his stomach and like lean back and shit, right? Pretty gruesome if you do it to somebody in real life. You can actually fuck somebody up with it. Um
Noted.
so as soon as Sean put him in there, and the only way to win it, like, is if that person like tapped out. You know what I'm saying? And Brett didn't tap out, and Vince told him to ring the bell. Basically called the match. That's how he got fucked over. But then he instructed the timekeeper to ring the bell. Just as Earl had called for the match to end, the plan worked, and it left a sour taste in the mouth of Bret Hart, who spit in the face of Vince, uh, who spit in Vince's face and looked down at him from the ring as the two crossed paths backstage. The incident After the incident, Bret Hart punched the chairman. He decked the shit out of Vince. Bitch, fuck me over in my hometown, make me look like bitch. Hell no. You know, and Canadians, they don't play. Watch out.
Oh, is he Canadian?
Yeah, he's from Montreal, Quebec, Canada.
Oh, I didn't know where that was. You just said
Canada.
like, oh, okay.
Hey, good
I thought
old, good old pals up north.
I thought they were super sweet people.
Yeah, they are until you piss him off. He was pissed off.
Makes
Like
sense.
Southerners, they're real sweet, but don't piss them off. You don't do that. All right, we all know. So same thing with Canadians. They're sweet people. They love their maple syrup and they're real kind to each other and shit. So that's, I mean,
Maple syrup do be bussin'. Now I'm really wanting waffles.
you're fucking killing me. All right. Oh, Shawn Michaels showed that he didn't know that all this shit was gonna happen because he looked very fucking pissed off at what happened as it happened. He was visibly angry about what had just occurred, which led many to believe that he did not know what exactly was going to happen during the match.
Well, I mean, that's gotta be like really frustrating because like when I was a kid, I thought that wrestling was real. Like I didn't know it was like scripted and
The
shit.
athletic, most of the athleticism is real, but it's a lot of acting involved. Yes.
I didn't realize that there was any acting involved when I was a kid. But like now that I know that there's acting involved, like it's gotta be super frustrating to like
So,
get prepared to do it a certain way and then them not tell you that they're gonna do it another way. Even if you're on the side that's not getting fucked, like that's gotta be frustrating because you were left out of plans that were informative to you.
so this is what Shawn Michaels told ESPN. He said it was probably the most uncomfortable day I've ever had in the wrestling business. By the time the day comes, the decision has been made, but no one knows how it's going to get done until Brett and I sit down to start discussing the match. None of this can actually go into play until we do that. And so it was just an uncomfortable day knowing what you know. So he did know that he was going to win. He just didn't know how it was going to happen, how others assume it's going to happen, and then you happen to be the one to orchestrate it all. Thankfully, many years later, all parties involved managed to patch things up as Brett returned to work for WWE in 2009. He was immediately involved in a storyline with Vince McMahon, which resulted in a WrestleMania match with the WWE Universe getting some closure on the Montreal Screwjob. So basically, Vince let him beat him up on camera for like 10 and a half minutes and was like, all right, we're good. We're good here. I let you publicly embarrass me how I did you. No, it's not. It's not the same. You should have let him legitimately beat your ass for 10 and a half minutes on the camera. That's what a kendo stick, steel chair, fucking make you shove your face up Rikishi's ass, and she done made so many people kiss your ass, you nasty old fuck, and then you out here fucking your talent and then paying them good money to shut the fuck up about it, you old pervert motherfucker. Fucking that's why you lost your fucking job. The company that you built, you dumbass.
See, this is
Nigga
when I
dumbass.
bored. This is when I need a soundboard because I could have hit so many buttons to add to that. Like,
It's frustrating, man, because honestly, as a kid, I liked the Vince McMahon character. The one with Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock, when he was heavily involved in the storylines, that shit was cool. I didn't know that he was a fucking pervert. You know what I'm saying? Dude, you're like 70 something, 80 something, dude. These chicks that you were hitting on were in their 20s. And not even just hitting on, you was straight up getting it. You know what I mean? Like, old ass pervert.
I bet you
Like,
he's Viagra's number one customer.
and
That
steroids. Did you see this motherfucker? and like said something. He was on the cover of like some bodybuilding magazine, dude. Hell, I'm talking about like too fucking cocky to be that fucking old, bro. I don't see some cocky old dudes, but this motherfucker was this motherfucker was too cocky, bro. He was. That's why he walked down the ramp like that, dude. Like each side was heavy, equally like just heavier than each other and shit. Just fucking hated it. I love this character work, but yeah, as a kid I didn't know it, but we're in the era now that nothing goes unnoticed. You
Yeah.
know, with the internet and shit like that. So more and more shit is actually coming about, and there's far more shit to talk about on the shady side of WWE. But I feel like if we keep on going, I'm like the Energizer Bunny. I'm gonna keep going and going and going and going because to me there's more there's a hell of a lot more. Maybe we could save it for another part.
We're only 15 minutes in.
We only 15 minutes in. I feel like I've been rambling for fucking ever. I've been rambling forever.
No,
Okay.
it's only
Okay.
15 minutes.
Okay, so look, there's another one. Owen Hart, Bret Hart's brother. Okay. I forget what this gimmick name was. The it was a blue bird thing, I think, or some shit like that. It was blue. It was blue something, but it was planned. I think it was either at the Rumble or WrestleMania. It was one of those. It was at one of their biggest events, and he was supposed to come down off a zip line, right, and land in the ring. That motherfucker landed in the ring all right, not the way that he wanted to. As he was coming down, something happened with the harness. He fell, hit the fucking ring, like the ropes, bounced off the ropes, hit the fucking uh floor on the ringside and shit. Basically died on the scene.
What the
But he
fuck?
tested the harness beforehand. But you want to know what? Shawn Michaels did it, and Vince actually went before him. But he didn't do it when Owens was doing it. Or I could have it backwards. I don't know. But either way, dude, like that was a big stunt, and it failed in the worst way possible.
How would you even be allowed to do that again if that happened? I would never allow someone to do that again.
And for it to be Shawn Michaels to go a little bit after him and do that shit, I'm like, oh man.
Okay,
I
here
didn't, I didn't watch it, but there is a video that's out there that actually shows it.
this
And
is
you
gonna
can hear it in one of the commentators' voices. Everybody knows him. His name is Jim Ross, JR. He was the biggest commentator that they had through the 90s and even no 80s, 90s, early 2000s. Like he's been around, and you when he hit and you just hear like like this deaf tone go over Jim Ross. Normally excited, oh, what the hell happened? It was more like a, oh my God. And then like you could tell he tried to take his headset off and he was like, he's dead. And you can hear like in the video, you can hear it. And then I'm just like, oh my God, bro. His thud still
I,
here.
I'm not gonna lie, and this is probably gonna sound morbid as fuck. I'm gonna look it up. I want to see it, kind of like there's
I
that.
had to look it up, man, because I wanted to see what it, like if it was as bad as people saying it was.
Yeah,
I'm like, I mean, a guy falling. Oh shit, you know what I'm saying? Like it's
I have
pretty fucked up.
wrestling since like I told you, like since China was on there. Okay, she was my favorite. Okay, I idolized that woman.
There's a lot more women in there now, and they're not as prissy as back then. They're more like China now than all the little sissy shit that there was going on back back in the 90s. You know what I'm saying? So they're a lot more athletic now.
I was so fucking obsessed with China. I used to always tell my dad, I was like, I'm gonna grow up and I'm gonna be that woman. I'm
No,
gonna
you stop it because she became a porn star.
besides that part. Okay? I don't have to be a porn star, but
Well, you can't grow up to be her. She was like 6 foot something.
that's wrong. That's wrong. Don't make me turn you into a chia pet and try to grow you some damn hair, okay?
Please do. Drop the little seedlings. Do it. Please do. I could use it.
I wonder if you put that chia pet shit on your head if it would work. Please try. Please try. You gotta try.
Oh, that shit ain't gonna work. I look like a plant.
You could literally grow plant hair.
I'm gonna have to wash my head with weed and feed. Pretty sure that's bad for the scalp, so I'm gonna lose that hair too. Boom. So yeah, that happened. What is some other shit? Oh, supposedly it's this guy named CM Punk. All right, he's a ex WWE guy, current AEW guy, who left WWE in an unordinary fashion. He did what they call in the wrestling industry when you do a promo, a pipe bomb, is when he literally exposed everything about what was going on behind the scene. And it got to the point to where they legitimately cut his mic off. So the next show, the motherfucker brought a megaphone, continued to blow one, and then he went tit for tat with Triple H in like a shoot promo battle. They weren't just like r- reading lines, remembering lines. These dudes was legitimately like going at it. John Cena had words with him, but he hold the fuck out of Cena. Not gonna lie, he did hold the fuck out of Cena. But Triple H held his own, rightfully so. But now he's CM Punk, same guy, like so many fucking years later, is in AEW, who's getting into backstage fights with the younger talent. Who, when he first went there, he was like, "Hey man, I'm happy to work with the younger talent." To an this year he did an event and he was on there. He was out there doing. He was eating this shit. He was like, "I'm tired of working with fucking children." And just started fucking eating, bro. I'm like, fuck. A year ago you was happy to work with the children.
Them kids done fucked his whole world up.
You're like, fuck the kids. Come on, bro.
Fuck them kids.
Not everybody that was excited that he was back and was like, "Oh, I'm so happy." Flooded the internet with memes and their happy thoughts and their feelings about CM Punk coming back. No, now they all hate him. They all fucking hate him. He's literally doing the same shit that made you guys fall in love with him. And you guys hate him for it now, but you loved him for it back then.
It's because everybody's soft. Everybody's soft.
I
We
support CM Punk, but I don't agree with the bully aspect. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're there as the older talent and you've been in the business, you've been around the ropes, you're supposed to be that mentor, that locker room leader that they look up to. And that's not what I see when I see CM Punk. I see a guy who's good at working, but I don't see him being a locker room leader or a mentor to any of the younger guys because he's just gonna taint them. He's gonna be that old head at your job you'd be like, "Hey man, this is happening," and persuading you, as because he's training you and shit, trying to paint you and shit. Like, get the fuck out of my face, weirdo. Like, I find out by myself. Don't be putting shit in my head. I just got this job. you know, like that's gonna be CM Punk, the dude that's trying to coerce people into thinking his way, and that's not good for the business. But it's a bunch of shady shit, and it's just not even WWE. I mean, Tony Khan and AEW, they got their shit going on. Only people that don't hear in the news lately about like controversial shit or behind the scenes bullshit is TNA Impact. And honestly, they were like third or fourth in the ratings.
I'm sitting here shaking my head like I know who the fuck you're talking about.
That's just good. Pretend. Fake it till you make it, yo. Fake it till you make it.
That's exactly what I'm doing this whole episode. Because as y'all heard me say, I have not watched WWE since China was on there. I was still a foot tall then. Granted, I'm only like 4 foot tall now, but it don't matter. I have a hard time growing, okay?
All right. When I grew up watching wrestling, who I wanted it to be like was I it's so sour to say this, all right? Um Certain aspects of it. Not all of it, all right? Chris Benoit.
What am I
Not
to
the murderer part, not the getting murdered. The glorious matches that he put on and all that other shit. Like,
see? So you can't come at me for China and her porn when you
yeah, I guess that ain't as bad. That ain't as bad. All right? You got a point. You got a point.
tit for tat. And I think I would come out better. I would come out a little bit better.
Both of them died, so I mean, either way, like none of their situations turned out great.
That's true.
They both died young, so that's not good. So let's try to aim higher than that. All right? Unfortunately, I want to grow up to be like Vincent Kennedy McMahon, minus the sex scandals and the Montreal screw job. I want all the money in that old man pussy. I'm bullshitting.
I want to be Betty White. I want to be as old as Betty White. She's just an old lady that didn't give a fuck, that just loved her life. She did what the fuck she wanted to do when she wanted to do it, and she made hella people happy while she was here.
Hey, what's the difference between Paul Walker and Betty White? One of them made it to 100 before they died.
That's wrong. That's just wrong.
No, I just had to throw it out there.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I think that's good for this episode.
I thought we was good about 10 minutes ago.
Oh, we had to do more than a 15-minute video.
He was trying to make shorts that could have been a short.
Eh.
Shady side of WWE. You don't know shit about it. Only I do. I'm supposed to talk for 30, 40 minutes by myself. Now all that is.
That is true. Alright, guys. Well, per usual, the socials will be at the end. You can email us your thoughts or topic suggestions or stories of some sort at explorationunknown2022 at Gmail. And, oh yeah, go ahead.
So, I know I'm probably a weirdo with this, but I'm a fan. What can I say? They gave me a cool ass comic. That was written by a wrestler named Abandon. Badass chick. You need to look her up. That ass. Don't watch her wrestling. Just look her up on Instagram.
So, what's
She
her.
Abandon. We got Frank Houston. Frank Housen. It's like a Franklin Van Housen. I don't know. He's like a vampire wrestler or some shit. I don't know. Um, should know who these guys are. That's Shaggy Two Dope and Violent J. ICP.
Oh.
Insane Clown Posse. Yeah, they wrestled for a minute. in WWE, and I believe they did some work in WCW, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I got this cool ass shirt. That's Sting and RoboCop. Fucking cool ass shirt. I like it. This knife didn't come with it. That's the knife I used to open the box. The shirt I got on, the Mick Foley thingamabob, and this autographed signature by Warlord, whoever this guy is. He looks old. I don't know. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. But yeah, that's pretty. Oh, I got a little ball too, a little Macho Man ball. Little Macho Man ball. Y'all know about it. Yeah, me a Macho Man ball. It's fucking cool too. Bounces really high and shit, and it goes, oh yeah. It's the cream of the crap, brother. All right, yeah, I'm done. So I hope you guys enjoyed the episode.
Who were you trying to convince that that was really cool? Me or yourself?
Everybody, including myself.
Alright. Alright, guys, that's it. We're out.
And it's only when you do it that you realize what a prison you lived in before. And what it gave me was a personal understanding of how easy it is for a few to control the many.